Hello, I want to take some time and go over some concerns that you had regarding so just homework zero. I asked that you write down one thing that may concern you regarding this course and just go over a few topics that kind of kept popping up. The first one was a lot of you had concerned about time management, just kind of being able to manage your time. And since we are not meeting regularly in a live setting, right, then it does require some kind of effort to make sure that you make time and stick to that time, right? So I would suggest that you have designated times where you're able to do some of this material, right? And it doesn't have to be all in one day, although it could be if that is how you feel you work better. But I would suggest that you each week kind of look at your schedule, right? So it does require some planning and kind of set aside some time where you strictly focus on this class, right? And again, that may be 3 or 4 hours. It might be more, right? It all really depends on how much time you need to kind of grasp this material. Okay, so I would suggest kind of setting a schedule weekly where you can set some time aside for this class. And again, things pop up. I understand that things happen, especially now. It feels like stuff happens just all the time. And don't feel too bad if you don't stick to it for 1 week or a day or anything like that, okay? But just keep in mind that it does require some kind of planning on your end. So since we're not meeting on a regular basis, to put some effort into this class. All right, so another thing that came up is about asking questions, right? And being concerned that you won't be able to ask questions. And while, yes, we will not be able to ask questions in a manner where you're going to have an answer immediately, that does not mean that you can't ask questions, right? One thing that I would suggest is that you write these questions down, right? And then either email me these questions or show up to office hours and ask these questions at that time, okay? Another thing that if you message me via Canvas, right? I know sometimes when we're doing math, it's hard to write down and explain. When you write me a message via Canvas, you can attach some kind of media. So you can take a video of yourself explaining to me what the question is, and then I can answer it that way as well. All right. I also, in this discussion, posted a link to something called GoBoard, right? And you can take a look at GoBoard, and it's a kind of an interactive space that you can use, and you can collaborate with other classmates or with me. You can show me what you've been working on, and I can comment on that GoBoard. All right, so just keep in mind that you can ask questions, you just won't get the immediate response. It will be different, all right? One thing that I just want you guys to remind yourself that this is not a replacement for in-person class. This is a completely different type of class, so there will be some adjustments that need to be made. All right. Okay, and then another concern is of being hands-on. So some of the material, I'll have some activities where you either can graph or you can kind of interact with to kind of make sure that there's different ways that you can approach the material rather than just looking at videos. All right, so, and then a lot of people were concerned about not passing. So one note on that is, I'm glad that you guys have that concern right now, and I want you guys to remind yourself that, okay, like, I really want to pass this class, all right? And then what can I do to pass this class? So one thing, again, is keeping up with the material, asking plenty of questions, come to office hours, but please keep that concern about not passing and making sure that you remind yourself that, I want to pass this class, all right? And do those things on a weekly basis, right? It's not going to happen in 1 week. It's not going to happen in December where you're like, I really need to pass the class now. Like, all that worrying, we can channel into kind of planning and have a game plan to figure out how we're going to pass this course. All right. So here, another question, a couple of things that popped up is getting stuck, getting help, right? You can get help via office hours, right? In my designated office hours that are held on 2 different platforms. That either being Zoom or through the Chabot tutoring, which if you go on your Canvas site, right, you should see on the left side of your course page, there should be links. And if you hit that Chabot tutoring, right, that should get you to the link to get yourself help. All right. And again, as far as getting stuck, when you get stuck, write down a question. And what's very helpful? If you write down kind of a very detailed question, right? It's hard, especially like this, via this remote learning if you just say, I don't understand anything, right? That's a bit challenging for me to get the help that you require. So if you can try to be as specific as possible, then that will make things easier for me to try to help you. All right. And one thing that I do want to clear up is a lot of you mentioned this is a self-paced class. Now, this is not necessarily self-paced, all right, because there are deadlines that you are required to meet. It is more flexible in how you approach the material, but just keep in mind this is not self-paced. We will be going through this material, and there will be deadlines that you'll be required to meet. All right. Okay. So, all right. Okay, and then just kind of another thing here, one-to-one interactions again. I have those office hours available to you guys. If these do not work for you and you have a different office or different time that you can meet, let me know. And again, if you can commit yourself to a time and date to meet, I can meet you. I can try to meet you there. All right. Okay. All right. And again, some of you were concerned about deadlines. The Canvas has an integrated calendar so that you can keep up with deadlines and understand, not just for this class, but for all your classes. It'll show you on one calendar what is due and when. Okay, so just keep in mind that I am here to help, right? Again, this may not be in the form of where, okay, I can help you instantly, but definitely I can help you if you message me, right? You show up to office hours, you can definitely get that help, right? So I just want you guys to know that, right? It seems like you're physically out there alone, but I am here to help you guys, so please don't hesitate to reach out. All right. I posted some other links here on this discussion regarding kind of some study tips for remote learning, right? And also the link to GoBoard, which is just kind of an interactive space that might be useful, especially if you are working with someone else in the class, or you have a study group where you can kind of exchange ideas there, right? You can, it's essentially like a virtual Blackboard that all of you can like write and exchange ideas or post stuff on there in real time. Okay, so again, anything else that pops up, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Okay, thank you.